Hello and welcome back. I'm Stephanie Griffin, Ms. American West, Continental Worldwide 2024, and this is the Anti-Cancer Queen. So make sure you like this video, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss an episode ever, because I don't want you to. But first, before we get into it, let's change into something a little less regal, shall we? That's better. So as promised, this series of videos is called What Goes on Your Skin Bypasses Your Liver, which is a pretty terrifying thought if you think about it, because there are harmful chemicals in pretty much everything that we come into contact with on a daily basis. So I just want to pass this information on to you before we get into the recipe that we're going to do today. A study published in the American Journal of Public Health looked into the skin's absorption rate of chemicals found in drinking water. It shows that the skin absorbed an average of 64% of the total contaminant dosage. Other studies found the face, yes, your face, to be several times more permeable than broad body surfaces, and an absorption rate of 100% was documented for your underarms and your downstairs. While other peer-reviewed studies showed a 100% absorption rate for fragrance ingredients. Think about how many things you put on your body that have fragrance in them. Like, that's just not something you think about. So it's easy to see that what we put on our skin bypasses our liver and ends up inside our bodies. So it's important to pay close attention to the ingredients in your skincare products as well as your home care products, because they can contain harmful toxic chemicals, colors, fragrances, and other things that make their way into your body, your blood, and your lymphatic systems. So today we are going to do a fun little DIY, and we're going to make natural, non-toxic laundry detergent. You know, we were just talking about chemicals and colors and fragrances that are artificial that go into these laundry detergents that are harmful, and we're absorbing these into our skin. But aside from that, just think of like the huge containers that these laundry detergents come in. And you know, if you recycle, that's great, but oftentimes the plastics that we put in our trash or in our recycling bin don't get recycled. They end up being shipped overseas and end up in our ocean, but that is another video. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to need is this Arm & Hammer Laundry Booster. You will need a cup of this. And don't worry, I will put the recipe in my caption if you're on Instagram. If you're on YouTube, it will also be in the description. And if you're on Facebook, it'll be in the caption also. So don't worry about it. But if you're on Instagram, these products are in my link tree. And if you're on any other platform, I will just post the links to each one of these items. So, laundry booster. The next thing you're going to need is a good oxy booster. I purchased mine from a local company called Fulfilled, and they are a container-free store. So I take my own containers, these little tin-tie top bags, to tear and fill with products of my choice. So these little tin-tie top bags are in my link tree, and I will post the link elsewhere if necessary. But you will need a half a cup of this. The last thing you're going to need is some Epsom salt. I like purchasing the Epsom salt that has a little bit of lavender or rose essential oils in it, because it just makes it smell nice. It will not imbue your clothing with those fragrances, just to be clear, but I just like it. I like how it smells. And I also add a little pink Himalayan salt just to sort of get things moving inside the washing machine. Arm & Hammer Laundry Booster, Oxy Booster, Epsom salt, fragrance free or not. The next thing you'll need is a big bowl. And it's really, this is such an easy thing. You just dump it in. Dump it in. And lastly, Epsom salt and the Himalayan salt mixture. And then you stir it. And that is it. And I mean, obviously I wouldn't leave this in a bowl, because if you live in a place where it's particularly moist, it can all get stuck together, become hard and like a rock. So I actually keep mine in those Anchor Hocking glass jars with the lids. Perfect. And I use a wooden scoop, or I use a stainless steel scoop inside the jar to scoop it out. So you really only need a few tablespoons of this in your wash. And you can pour it either direct, if you have a top loader, directly in with your laundry, or you can take out the little insert for liquid detergent in your front loader and just dump this in, and it'll go down and it washes everything great. I promise you will not regret switching to a non-toxic detergent. I promise you. And your body and skin will thank you too. Thank you for joining me. God bless. This is Stephanie Griffin, Ms. American West, Continental Worldwide, and I'll see you next time on the Anti-Cancer Queen.